Jesus would never advocate for black people to go back into slavery. Jesus would never label any of his children as unnatural. Jesus would never encourage tradition. In fact, everything he did went against tradition. Jesus would never advocate for gender structures that suppressed women. In fact, he spent so much of his life advocating for women and empowering women to be more than what society wanted them to be. Jesus didn't care about gender roles, and he would never enforce those ideologies onto people. Jesus would never be in support of any of the rhetoric that is happening about immigrants right now. Jesus would never support ripping immigrants away from their families and making immigrant children represent themselves in court. He would never be okay with openly and publicly calling immigrants criminals. He was an immigrant himself, and he was very clear about how he wanted us to treat immigrants. Jesus would never want religion to be forced on anybody. He would be directly against it. Jesus would never choose a political agenda or a weapon over the lives of children. Jesus would never welcome any sort of speech that caused division and aims to get rid of the diversity that he created. The body has many parts. Jesus would never encourage anyone to use the Bible to oppress and exclude people. And if your first instinct when you hear all those statements is to get angry and to argue, it's time for you to ask yourself, am I really following Christ? Or am I following an agenda?